Good evening, everyone. It's Friday night. Today is the 17th of May, and it's 7:30, which means it's time for live crafting on a Friday night. Yay! How is everyone? I see we've got lots of comments here already. And thank you to everyone. It's lovely that you guys get on here and chat even before I come on. So I love that by the time I arrive, you're all warmed up. Let me go through. Have I missed any questions? I see there was a little bit of discussion about leaky ink pads. This is a problem here in Australia, and I don't know why, because it's not a problem elsewhere in the world. It's only here in Australia that we have the issue, and possibly New Zealand, but it's not a problem in the US that I'm aware of, or in Europe. So there you go, just a South Pacific problem. Isn't that interesting? So they've been trying to work out why, whether it's humidity, because it's when they leave the warehouse, they are not leaking. Okay, they do not leak when the people in the warehouse have been instructed very clearly. They are not allowed to pack an ink pad that looks like it might be leaking, even a little bit. So yeah, that is a very interesting issue. But keep letting Stampin' Up know. They will immediately replace them for you. No questions asked, no shipping to pay, anything like that. They will send them out, any new ones. But what they do, they take the shrink wrap off, okay? They actually remove some of the ink from the top of the ink pad and take a good chunk of ink out. And then they send that ink pad out with the less ink and a refill so you can re-ink it again if you need to. That is how it's working currently here. I just want to get that out of the way before we get started tonight, because I know that there's been a bit of chit chat about it, and it's happening a lot. One customer that ordered, here we go with the phone thing. Why is it doing the two? Don't know why it keeps doing the two, going from one view to two views. I don't know why. Anyway, I had a customer who ordered 11 ink pads, the core colors. 4 out of the 11 had to be replaced. That was today. And then I got another order today that had 2 of the new color bundles in it, and one of the Petunia Pop. Only one, not both. Only one Petunia Pop one was leaking. I've had that replaced. So I had 5 replaced just today. So there you go. It is definitely an issue. I don't know why, but thankfully it's easy to fix. Keep letting them know, because they do need to know, and hopefully we'll get some sort of, I don't know what can be done, but as long as they keep fixing it and they're happy to do so, I'm happy about that. So good evening, everyone. Hello, Maria, and hello, Anne. Hey, Solvega, nice to see you. For those of you who ordered while I was away, some of you may have seen the photos I posted on Instagram and my Facebook page. I sent out the last of the inspiration packs to everyone who ordered while I was away. So I had a little promotion. If you ordered $60 worth of product during the time that I was away, I had a little present for you. And I'm thinking, should I show you one of the presents? You probably, for anyone who saw that post, you will have seen them. I can show you one of the real ones right now. Each one is different. There are no 2 exactly the same. And they all went out today. So there's 3 handmade cards I've made myself, and then a little gift as well, and they've all gone out. So thank you to everyone who ordered while I was gone. What was that about the Round We Go bundle, Sheila? I have that bundle. I just got it. I haven't used it yet though. Christine says she's had no problems with your ink pads. Well, I'd say you're lucky. It only seems to happen in transit, between when it leaves the warehouse and when it arrives at either the customer's location or mine. So it's just something that's ongoing, and we just have to keep working out what we can do. All right. What was that about the Round We Go bundle? Interesting. I don't know, Sheila. All right. Also, Chris, did you get your little parcel from me yet? I sent it on Tuesday, so I'm wondering if that has arrived. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got lots of people commenting on different things tonight. You might see I had a haircut too this week, and I've pinned it up just because I always I like it on the day that the hairdresser does it, and then after that, I can't wait to get in and do it myself in the way I like to do it. And I only had it done yesterday, so I need to probably wash it tomorrow and see what I can do with it. So there we go. In 5 years, you've only had one that leaked. Yeah, and you just cleaned it up. Yeah. Some people just clean them up. Depends on how badly they're leaking. Sometimes, like the one I got today, and I can't even show it to you because I chucked it out. It was so bad. It was everywhere. So, and they're replacing that. Oh, maybe Leslie did ask about it last week. I can't remember, Sheila. I have a terrible memory at the moment. All the time, but especially at the moment. You feel the same way with the hairdressers? Yeah, you can't wait to get in and do it your way. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it hasn't come yet, Chris. I'm sorry. I sent it on Tuesday before I had my class on Wednesday. And today's Friday. I would have thought it would be with you by now. Never mind. I did send you a picture of the tracking, so we can follow it up if we need to. Hopefully we won't need to, and you'll have it early next week. All right. Okay, let's get going. I'm going to switch over to the desk and let's have a little look and see what we can do tonight. So here is our gorgeous new catalog. How's everyone liking it? Oh, before I forget, I need to tell you right now. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. We have free shipping coming on Tuesday. So it's free shipping on all orders over $65. Okay, now shipping, the in Australia, the base shipping price is $6.95, and it's either $6.95 all the way up to about $115-ish, $116, and then it becomes 6% of the order, whichever is greater. So once it hits that mark, 6% is actually a bit more than $6.95. So $6.95 is the lowest postage you would normally pay. Okay. However, on free shipping day, as soon as you have an order of $65 or more, your shipping is free. Yay. We love that, right? So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that no one is going to place an order with me over the weekend. Believe it or not, I actually don't want you to order over the weekend. I want you to wait till Tuesday, and I want you to get free shipping. Okay. So that's better for you guys if you do that. And I'm sure that I can manage over the weekend with no orders. What do you think? Oh, you like to wash out the products that the hairdresser puts in. Yeah. Well, actually, my hair doesn't feel too bad, but she did put this powder stuff into some texture powder, she called it, to make it so that you can mess it up a bit, which I quite like, but it doesn't feel as smooth. It feels a little bit gritty in my hair. So yeah, I can't wait to get rid of that. Free shipping, Judy, is very nice. Now, I have to tell you, in the past, free shipping never used to be a huge hit with my customers. And part of the reason is our shipping in Australia, I think, is a little bit cheaper than the shipping in the US. Okay. Over in the US, they go nuts for free shipping, but here it's not as expensive in the first place. And people didn't used to get as excited about it. But I have noticed, especially with people placing larger orders, that they do prefer now. I'm finding more success with free shipping than I used to once upon a time. Plus, everyone's looking to save a bit of money, right? So, yeah, Maria says she's waiting for Tuesday. And Suzanne, too. Exactly. Hold off on your orders, put it through on Tuesday, and you'll get free shipping. All right, that does mean to say that that's likely to be a busy day. So I would suggest getting your order in early, because if you wait until the end of the day, they're likely to have a backlog of orders because it's going to be a really busy day at the warehouse. So the earlier you can get your order in, if you're someone who stays up in the middle of the night, put it in just after midnight and you'll get it a lot faster. But it is probable that orders will slow down a bit after a busy day like that. So free shipping with a new catalog, mind you, that's almost unheard of. So I would be getting my order in early if I possibly could. You have a list ready. Perfect, Judy. That's great. Oh, that's okay, Monique. That's okay. Now, the free shipping thing is, I understand in all markets. Okay, that's how I understand it. So, it's payday on Tuesday. Well, that's even better, Sheila. Fantastic. Oh, and Janine just got an order delivered today. Oh, well. All right. But if there was something that you forgot to order or you needed a bit more of something, at least you know you're going to get free shipping on orders over 65 on Tuesday. So it's one day only, the 21st of May. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do what I did last Friday night, and I'm going to start with, you might remember on page 22 of this new catalog. It's easy to remember because we have 22 sketches on page 22, 22 on 22. It's easy to remember. Okay. And I'm going to be working through these sketches over the next few weeks. Well, over the next 22. Well, I did one last week. So the next 20 weeks after tonight. Okay, so there'll be 20 more to do. And I've got a printout here of the next sketch. It's a very simple sketch, but don't ever be fooled that a simple sketch means you can't create a beautiful card, right? So, oh, you just put a big order in. The thing is, Chris, we never know when they're going to do these free shipping things. And to be honest, I'm surprised they're doing it in the new catalog month, I have to tell you. But it has been quiet, so I'm assuming that that is probably why. It's been a quieter than usual start to the new catalogue. But I'm excited about Tuesday because I'm sure lots of customers will want to be jumping in with their orders on Tuesday for the free shipping day. All right, so I'm going to use this little sketch so you can see it's this one, the second one. Can you see it there? All right, and this is it blown up. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. And I thought I might go in with some new paper. And I'm going to use I don't know which one to go with. You guys can tell me. All right, there's two papers I've got out tonight that I really, really like. And I thought you guys can let me know. This is the Unbounded Love paper. And the reason I like this paper is because apart from the fact that it's beautiful, it showcases all the new colors really, really well. So you've got your peach pie here. Then you've got Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and they've also thrown some Pool Party into this mix, so that's really pretty. This is Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock, which are both new colors. That's really pretty, isn't it? And then this side has all the new colors. If you've got your peach pie, you've also got some other colors in there. We've got, is it Blackberry? No, it's Berry Burst. And we've got our Pretty in Pink. We've got our Summer Splash. We've got Shy. Actually, that looks like not Pool Party, Pretty Peacock. I'll have to have a look at the back. This is Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash again. Okay, this one, Peach Pie and Calypso Coral, Berry Burst and Petunia Pop. Isn't that nice? And on the back here, we've got Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie. Then we've got our Pretty in Pink on this one. That's really pretty. More of all the colours. That one we already saw. This one you guys might have seen me play with before. This is the Summer Splash Petunia Pop, and the pink is the Pretty in Pink. And on the back we've got the Petunia Pop. Isn't that nice? And then we have this one. Again, we've looked at that one. I think we've seen them all. I think this is all of them. Yep, it is. All right, so that one's called Unbounded Beauty, and it's really, really pretty from the new catalogue. And then this one I want to show you tonight. This is a new sweet to me. I only just got it. This one is called Friends for Life. Is that what it is? I know the stamp set is called Friends for Life. So so this is the Unbounded Beauty stuff. So it's got the glimmer paper, the resin dots. Now, last time I checked, those were out of stock, but they were due to come back in. So let me very quickly look and see if they have come back in, because I want to give you guys the right information. Just a second while I look that up. Give me a moment. All right, just give me 1 second. Oh, well, that's no good. It said that my password is incorrect. That would be because I forgot to change the case, upper and lower case. But that's okay. Give me 1 moment, please. I'm so sorry about the delay. My computer is taking longer than usual to sign in. Come on, here we go. All right, so I'm just going into the inventory status report, and all the resin dots are still, it says they're available week of 20th of May. So they're coming in next week. Now, what that means is you can't order these right now. And so you can't order the Sweet Collection, which is the 2 stamp sets, the dies, the dots, the glimmer paper, and the beautiful paper that I just showed you. But you can order any of the items individually except for these. If you were hoping to order all of it, you would have to wait until these come back in. Does that make sense? But I love this suite because, like I said, I love that we've got all the new colors, and this is all the new colors in the glimmer paper. That's just stunning. It's so beautiful. All right, let me quickly. So the one I wanted to show you is this one. It's called Full of Life. Let me just go back so I can see your comments. You really like them, Anne? I know, me too. So this one's called Full of Life is the name of the suite. The stamp set is called Friends for Life, and then it's got a matching Friends for Life die set. It's got this gorgeous, shiny, iridescent, stripy ribbon, which I'll pull out and show you in a moment. Gorgeous. And then these cute little, what are these called? Iridescent faceted gems. They are gorgeous. Here they are. Let me show them to you. I'm going to pull them out. Such a nice suite. So this suite is currently available. You can get any of the individual pieces, but you can also buy the whole lot. Stamps, dies, paper, gems, and ribbon for $145.25. Okay, so that definitely would meet your free shipping criteria. Look how nice. I'll try and get these up nice and close for you. Aren't these beautiful? And they shine all different colors when you turn them in the light. Super, super nice. Love them. You couldn't order it until the 20th. Okay. Yep. Full of Life is the name of the suite because that gets its name from the paper. Now, the paper is all these fabulous colors, and it's got the main colors listed here across the bottom of the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. But when you turn the package over and look at all the colors, there's way more than 6 colors in here. There are so many colors in here. It's not funny. And I'm not even going to, because there's so many, I'm not even going to go through them all. But they're all bright colors, okay? Super, super gorgeous, bright colors. So let's have a quick look at the paper itself. All right, so there's this one. So there are 4 sheets of each of 12 different designs for a total of 48 sheets, 6 by 6. I love all the squares. And then on the backs, you've got your like rainbow colors and stuff. Aren't these lovely? I love them. All right, then, so this one's all blues and purples. What's not to love about that, right? And on the back of that, you've got your, like a watercolor wash kind of a look. Super nice. Then we've got circles or dots, all the different colors. Again, they look like watercolor circles, watercolor dots. And on the back, we've got our gorgeous rainbowy kind of colors of those again. This is like I like what they've done with these ones that kind of radiate from the center. Can you see over here, they've done a really nice sample card where they've just used the word hi. And that hi comes from the stamp set. Okay. And then they've just popped it on the circle and put the radiating lines out to one side. Super nice. Really, really lovely. I love this little picture frame they've used, which is using one of these, but not in the greens. It's using these ones that are further down. I think they're down towards the bottom. Look, these ones. That's those that they've used in here. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at those colors. Oh, my goodness. And the back of this one, look at that. Ooh. I know. You know, just the colors, these colors, Leslie, just make me happy. These are just gorgeous. How beautiful are these greens? Look at all the different colors in there. Some are diagonal. So as you go through, these ones are like the first ones with the squares, but they're bigger squares. The first one was little tiny squares. See, let me go back to that. See how the smaller squares, and then you've got the bigger squares. And then on the back of that, you've got like blue, green. These are nice, aren't they? Aren't they gorgeous? And it doesn't matter which ones I pick up. I love all of them. I just think they're all really, really pretty. All right, I'll try and stop raving about them and maybe just use them. So I'm thinking we do one card with this paper and one card with the Unbounded Beauty paper, all right, because I just think they're so lovely. And then now the question is, which one am I going to use for this first sketch? That's nice, isn't it? Look at the colors. What's that? What would you say that is? Looks like Petunia Pop. This is where I'll probably need to refer to all the colors here on the back. I'd say this is Melon Mambo, Petunia Pop, and is it a red? I think it's a red. Real red. Yeah, real red, Petunia Pop, and Melon Mambo. That's what's in there. That's gorgeous. And then this is the last one. This is the one they've used here on this this piece. Super nice. And on the back of that, look at that. Oh my goodness. They are gorgeous. They're stunning. So that's what's in this pack. Okay, so I want to use, either for the sketch, I want to use these ones, the Full of Life ones. And Leslie said Full of Life. When you said Full of Life, Leslie, were you saying which one you thought we should use for the sketch, or were you just talking about the name of the DSP? I think you meant, did you mean hippie colors, Donna, or did you mean happy colors? Hippie or happy? Both, right? Hey, Lorraine, nice to see you. Oh, Margaret, I'm so sorry that you're having a rough time at the moment. That sounds very, very bad. And you said you're having a cortisone injection. I hope it's going to fix it up for you. All right, let's move along. So for this sketch, am I going to go with Full of Life, or am I going to go Unbounded? Unbounded Beauty. Just the name of the DSP. Yep. Well, if no one has any thoughts on this, maybe hippie. Oh, you did mean hippie. All right, so I'm thinking let's use, what colors will I use? I really rather like this. Just, I mean, any of them. You pick any of them and they're going to look good, right? So I'm going to have a piece here, and I'm thinking maybe I cut this piece. So let me grab my trimmer and let's bring this in. I don't know. These are all beautiful. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. And I'm thinking I'm going to go 8 centimeters across, and I'm actually going to do 8 by 12, but I've made this 7.5 by 11.5, and then I'm going to do a piece behind it. All right, so shall we do it on white? Let's just do it on white. This will be a very simple card. The whole point of these sketches is that you can use them and do whatever, you know, recreate your designs following this basic sketch. Now you can do it like portrait, like I've got here, or we can go this way. We could have this turned. We can really just use this as a starting point. You don't have to do exactly what it says. You just have to use it as the inspiration point. So I'm going to have this piece here. This is going to go right here. You might notice too, this is a little bit squarer. That's because that would be US size cardstock. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm wondering if that's going to be, no, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. And what color will I do underneath? Now, I've got some Shy Shamrock here. I could do Shy Shamrock like this color, or let's see, this might not, needs to be this way, or I could go Blueberry Bushel, which is in this as well. So the question is, do I want Blueberry Bushel, or do I want Shy Shamrock underneath? What do you guys think? So here's your Blueberry Bushel. So that's really nice as well. That stands out a little bit more, I think, the blue. I don't know. Which one do you think looks better? A child of the 60s, defiantly hippie. Yes. Yes, indeed. I know. The colours are amazing. You saw someone use, now hang on a second, that comment just went away. Let me just, you saw, Marilyn said she saw someone use their A block as a stamp to make their own version of the square. Yeah, you absolutely could. And in fact, we may even have a little play with that at some point. That'd be a fun thing to do, to recreate the paper with, but did you know the A block is actually no longer available? That's actually a retired block now, but I think I'll still keep mine. All right, so people are saying blue, Shy Shamrock, blue. The very first person who commented was Sheila, and Sheila said Shy Shamrock. So sorry guys, we're going to come in here, and I'm going to make this my backing piece. I'm going to cut a tiny bit off the edge because I noticed the edge of this paper is just a little bit damaged. So that's what happens sometimes. So I'm going to make this 8 centimeters across, and I'm going to make it 12 deep. All right. So now I've got this little piece here. So Shy Shamrock was the first person, Sheila was the first person that I read your comments. So I'm going to use. Oh, isn't that pretty on the back as well? Oh my goodness, it's hard to I've already got 2 packs of this paper because I'm going to be using it for a scrapbook page coming up. I've got in my mind, and that's for a class that I've got coming up in early June. And so I bought this set because I have a really cool idea in my head for what I want to do with it for my scrapbook page. So I'll show you all that when it gets a bit closer. All right, so we've got a piece here, and then we've got a piece here. This is going to go right here. So super simple. We just need a sentiment in the middle, and we've also got there's some twine there, or you could use ribbon if you want to. I'm thinking I might just actually use a piece behind this. I've actually, because I wasn't sure which colors, I've already gone ahead and cut. Okay, so I went and used one in blueberry bushel, because I didn't know which one you guys were going to pick, and I also have a shy shamrock one. So these are from the dies, and I did a couple. So I'm deciding whether I want to have a piece underneath this. This is how it would look. The word friend, this is how it would look. The blue piece on the white. Okay, so if I end up popping this across here, which I could, there's nothing that says I've got to have a banner underneath it, but I can put a banner underneath it if I want to. All right, so I'm going to pop that right there. And that looks really cool because the white makes it pop, right? Or the other way we could do it, we could have, and I could do that instead of the blue, I could have the shy shamrock on it if I wanted to. Now, if I was really smart, I would have cut this out with adhesive sheets so I could just peel the back off and stick it on. But I'm not that smart, and I forgot to do that. So I would need to attach these with Tombow or something like that. All right, so you can see what this would look like going across here. Super easy, right? Now, the other option is we have this one, and I use a white one of these. So that would look nice as well. So do we like it with the small in the white and a darker color? And because I've already got the green around, I'm wondering if it might look better on the blue. Like so. So these are the dies that match this set. And like I said, it's called Full of Life. The dies are called Friends for Life. What do you guys think? Does anyone have use the yellow like the bottom of the paper? Oh, yes, you could. That would look nice, Marilyn. Okay, so here are the dies. So this is the wider friend. This is this one. You can see this one's the one that I've cut out here. And then the white is this one here. And then you've got all these lovely, there's leaves and hearts and lots of other beautiful things that go across. So I'm wondering, I wonder how this, let me see. We've also got, like I said, we could put a banner behind this to make it stand out a little bit more if we wanted to. There's also this kind of fun shape that also could go behind this. That would be interesting. And we could do that in whichever color we choose not to use. So I could do it in the green if I'm using the writing in the blue, and vice versa. So what do you guys think? I'm just looking back at all the different comments. Margaret thinks it gets lost on the blue. Yeah, maybe a little bit, Margaret. It does mean that the word friend pops up though, so I like that. But the blue background loses something a little bit. Hi, Julianne. How are you going? When you say hi from Australia, we're all from, well, not all, but we're mostly from Australia too. So whereabouts in Australia are you? We're all over the place. The blue and white, says Susan. The white looks good on the green, says Katrina. All right, let's try it on the green. Let's try that. I think they both look good. They both stand out. But I think the green stands out better on the blue. I think you're right there. The other thing I could do is I could cut this piece and have it behind there, and that would look really nice. Because I'm thinking about putting a banner behind this. mainly because then I've got somewhere if I decide to use like the sketch has, if I decide to add some ribbon or something, I've got somewhere for that to sit. So I don't know. Or maybe we just use a ribbon as a banner. Let's try that. There's an idea. I'm just going to grab this ribbon out. So this is new ribbon. I took it to a class and I just remembered that I took it to the class, so it's in my class bag. Let me quickly grab it. And this is the new, I haven't even opened it yet, but it's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it very well. Can you see it? Try and hold it in the right place. So it's iridescent white. Now, I love a good iridescent ribbon, and I love white ribbons because then you can color them with your blends any color that you want. So that's always nice. Although in this case, we probably wouldn't need to, but we could. We could color it in Shy Shamrock and see how that looks. I don't think I have Blueberry Bushel. I don't think I have Blueberry. Does Blueberry Bushel even come in blends? Let's have a look and see. For anyone who wonders how to know, when you look up the colors in the back of your book, all right, so here's Blueberry Bushel, okay, and yes, it does come in a blends combo because you can see it's got a code in each column. So it means there's a code because it comes in cardstock, an ink pad, an ink refill, and also a blends combo. Okay, some colors do not come in blends. So for example, Gorgeous Grape, which is next to that, comes in cardstock, stamp pad, stamp refill, but see there's a dash here next to the blends combo. So Gorgeous Grape does not come in blends. Does that make sense to everybody? When you're looking at your catalog, this is how you read it. So you can see in these colors, there are two colors, Crushed Curry and Gorgeous Grape, that have a dash there, which means they do not come in blends. So I hope that helps everyone when you're trying to work out what colors to get and what items to get in each color. That kind of works. Oh, you're in Foster, Julianne. That's a beautiful part of the world up there. You like the white on the green. Well, it seems to be that I just need to make a decision, right? So let's go ahead and pop this on the green because so far that does seem to be a popular choice. So I'm just going to, because I wasn't smart enough to use my adhesive sheets, I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow here and there, and that'll be enough to hold it in place. You kind of just want to stick it on the extremities so that it doesn't have any bits flapping around. All right, and I should be using my adhesive, my silicone mats, so that my adhesive doesn't stick to it. Sometimes you need to do as I say, but not as I do, because I don't always get it right when it comes to remembering what items I'm meant to be using and when. All right, so let's pop this here. Let's pop that right there in the middle. All right. And let's, okay, so now that I have all sticky fingers, let me wipe them on my jeans to make them a little bit less sticky. See, I remember I once had a thing for a boy that lived in Foster. That's many years ago. Goodness me. Those days are gone. Well, actually, he lived in Tuncurry, not Foster, but you know. All right, so I'm going to pop many secrets from my youth, guys. Most of which probably no one needs to know. All right. You need your dot on the eye. You do need the dot on the eye, and I think there is one, but I don't think I even thought about that. I want to put it this way. Now you can, of course, the sketch has this right in the middle. So we could put this right in the middle. But actually, I kind of like, you know, what do you think? But there it is in the middle. I kind of like the idea of it being slightly higher than the middle, but you really can go either way. And the other thing is, we've just got the word friend. If we wanted to, we could, friends for life, we could come and we could stamp best friend, or thinking of you friend, or thank you for being a friend. Happy birthday, friend. There's a whole, miss you, friend. There's a whole bunch of different things that you could add to this and actually stamp on. And we could stamp them onto a piece of white and add it, or we could stamp them straight on. Although if I was going to use Blueberry Bushel, I might not want to put it up here on that same color. So I just think this is such a versatile set. I think it's a really, really lovely set. But what I could do is I could stamp a leaf here and maybe even one down here. That might look good. But let's just see. Let's see how we go. Let's see what this ribbon looks like. I was thinking of maybe just putting the ribbon across underneath so it sticks out each end. What do you guys think about that idea? Or I could try and loop it. It's soft ribbon, so it should loop quite well. We can have a play with it. And I would also put this probably up on dimensionals. So what do you guys think? So pretty. Look at that. The color is gorgeous. And should I color it? Should I color it Shy Shamrock, or should I leave it as it is with its iridescent color? Use a gem for the dot. That's a great idea. Yes, I think that's an excellent idea. One of these gems, because they're beautiful. I love them. All right. What do we think? The other option, here's another option. You could also put a piece of like a white banner across underneath. In the, oh, hang on, have I got one here? Look, I do. So I could go like this if I wanted to. You could have this appear here, put that onto, put friend on dimensionals onto the banner. What do we think? Do we like this idea, or do we like it better straight on to the paper, onto the DSP? I know, it's such a nice sweet Donna. It's fabulous. Really, really cool. I like the idea. That's a good idea too, Nicole, but I do like the idea of Rose's idea of using a gem for the dot. Naughty. I'm not naughty, Margaret. I'm just having a little look. See. Oh, you found that when you went to order Crush Curry. I know there's a few colors that you just can't get. And Crush Curry has never been available in blends as far as I'm. Use the banner from the set. So we mean this banner, this one. That would be a narrower banner, but I certainly could do that. And I could do it in white, or I could do it in Blueberry Bushel, and that would look rather good. Shall I try that? Let's give that a whirl. No banner, says Nicole. No banner too wide. This is a much narrower one. Let's give it a try. I'm going to do it in the Blueberry Bushel, and we'll see what it looks like. I'm just going to cut that. And if we don't like it, we don't have to use it. Don't forget, we're just playing here. All right. So I've just done this one, and I like the fact that it's got like this kind of edge on it here. And I'm just going to pop it here and see what it looks like. It doesn't need a banner. I don't feel like it needs it, but it doesn't look bad. And it might be easier if I was using the ribbon, if I was going to loop it. Oh, really, Sean? You think so? I just think this is such good paper. So I was thinking maybe I'm going to look at this, and I've got a loop here and a loop here. And something else you could do is just tie a nice big bow and see how that looks. All right, I'm going to tie it further up, because that could be a bow, right? With a loop at one side and a loop on the other side. And then you could have it so that one goes this way. Let's have a play. And we'll see if this is going to work. It might not. I'm just going to see how this looks. Do you know what I'm trying to do? I would cut those down if I was going to do it. I would have my one loop up here. I would chop this off, and then I would stick my friend over the top, and we would have them kind of popping out. But I would probably bring the loops down a little bit. What do you think? Does it look? Or the other option is we just put that behind here, but I think it would be harder to hide it if we, to hide all the bits of the bow if we're just using this. You're bad at getting ink. I'm really good at getting ink on my sleeves, Sheila. You're bad at, that's probably, I know what you're saying, but I'm going to say it the other way. I'm really good at that. Oh, so many good ideas, you guys. We've got more ideas. Don't color the ribbon. Leave it, says Marilyn. Okay. Yep. Okay. So the other option is I would like to use the ribbon, but the question is how? Do I want to loop it or do I just want to put it? And here's another option. Okay. Now I'm getting away from the sketch, but it doesn't matter because this ribbon is so pretty and I want to use it if I can. I might just tie a smaller bow with it because it's beautiful, right? So we may end up with something a little bit different from the sketch. Such a beautiful ribbon. All right. If I do this, I could just put this straight on and I could have my little bow underneath here. Just because you don't end up with something the same as the sketch, don't feel like you've ruined it or gone wrong. You've used the sketch for inspiration and then it's taken you in a different direction, and that's okay. All right, so this is where I think I'm going with this. I think I'm going to go really simple. I'm going to not worry about a banner. And I'm going to use some dimensionals. Probably smart to use mini dimensionals. Let me grab some. Mini dimensionals are awesome for something like this. So let's put that here and one here. Even if I did decide to use a banner, I would still put the word friend on dimensionals. All right, missing. Not as a bow, just looped. Yeah, I think that would have been better, Sheila. Let's have a look. Take all the backs off. And I'm going to put it sort of right here at the top of those colors. And then I'm also going to use my ribbon scissors and I'm going to snip this on an angle here. Oh my goodness, I love this ribbon. It's gorgeous. The whole suite is just beautiful. And you know what? I kind of missed it when I first got it. I was given the paper as a gift at our onstage training event. And I remember thinking, what am I going to do with that? Actually, no, I didn't. I was given it, was it? No, I was given it in Mexico as a gift. So I knew I got given it, but then I bought another pack of it. I bought the whole suite when I came home because I thought that's so pretty. And I hadn't really paid attention to how beautiful it was up until then. I'm just going to put my fingers into the loops to make them puff out a little bit more. It's better. And then I'm going to use, so I have, you've actually got here this space to put the little I from the word friend. And actually I was wondering when I looked at my die set here, if, yeah, look, here we go. Can you see there? It's actually still there. There's a blue one. I wonder what happened to the white one, but the blue one is still there. See, there it is. That's the I dot. But I think we'll just go ahead and we'll use a small one of these little guys because that's super cute. Do we want some others? I think it might be nice to use a couple more. I'm going to have one here and another little guy up the top. And I'm just going to say, I think that's it. Do we just want to say friend or do we want to say stamped something friend? Like, do we want to have hi? We could stamp a hi just here if we wanted to. What do you guys think? We go hi friend or just friend? Happy birthday friend? If I'm going to do happy birthday, I would move this little dot somewhere and we'd have happy birthday nestled in here. It is simple. Hey, Ellen, nice to see you. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Did I get the new kit in Mexico? Yes, I did, but I haven't shown it yet because I'm not sure when it's coming out, and I didn't want to show it until it's getting close to being released. It's still sealed up actually, but it's really nice what I saw of it. It's lovely. Yes, I did have an amazing holiday, Megan. It was amazing. And you know what? We had some really memorable meals, but one of the best meals we had was at, believe it or not, a vegan restaurant, which was the most beautiful, beautiful breakfast. Well, we were there for breakfast, but gorgeous food. But we just happened to be seated on a table next to Kylie and Bruno and overlooking the water, and we're sitting eating in a cave, and we took lots of photos of them. They took lots of photos of us, and we had the loveliest breakfast chat. So it was really, really nice to have that experience. Really lovely. Oh, you did a live today, Ellen. I'm so pleased. Yay, you're back into it. I know. And you kit. Now you need to see it. Well, I'm waiting for it to, it's called, I will tell you what it's called because it's right here behind me. See, it's still wrapped up in the shrink wrap. It's called Expressions of Kindness. I'm pretty sure it's not out yet. And I'm sort of waiting for them to release it so I can show it to you. All right. So there we go. We've got one card done. And I'm just going to move these couple of things out of the way, and then we'll do another quick card because it's already 8:17. How does time go so fast, you guys? They say time flies when you're having fun. Isn't that right? And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. All right, let's move all these bits out. I'll have to use these for another. I mean, how nice. These just are gorgeous, these lovely dies. And it's not a set, like I said, that stood out to me at first. There's another set that I've just realized I have to have. Now I've seen how beautiful the paper is, and it wasn't one that grabbed my attention immediately either. And I've all of a sudden gone gaga over it, and I have to have it. Here it is. And it's called Wildly Flowering. This gorgeous. It's kind of got a vintage feel to this paper. Love the dies and the stamp set. Love the whole suite. So this is next on my list. I've got to have it now. And it goes with, you know, Moody Mauve and Crumb Cake and Misty Moonlight, and, you know, really, really lovely earthy kind of vintagey colors. So, yep, you saw someone with it today, the new kit. Well, I'm not sure when it's meant to come out. Ange McKay, yeah. I got to see her. I got to meet her in real life in Mexico. She's lovely. Gosh, we have some nice people that work for this company. We really do. Yes, kit gifts are the best, right? All right, so there you go. There's the Full of Life suite with all the Friends for Life dies. This, better face them up so you can see them. This, something else too, I noticed about this. This is like a two-piece heart, so you can cut out like the shape of the heart, but then this piece inside cuts all the little pieces out of it. So that's super nice. And I love that we have dies that match the stamps, but we've also got some standalone dies here that cut out beautiful shapes. And see, if I wanted to, I could stamp, or I nearly thought about it, this leaf here would look really pretty on here somewhere, but I'm just going to leave it like it is. I'm just going to say that card is done. The paper, of course, we had a good look at, and the ribbon we had a good look at, the gems, and I'll put it all aside. But yeah, such a pretty set. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. And I think we'll do something now with the Unbounded Beauty stamps. Let's have a look. I'll just try and get my space nice and clean and worked out. Oh, that's not good. Has a bad cough and cold at the moment. That's not good at all. Oh, it was a paper pumpkin. Now, Angela is in Canada, isn't she? I'm pretty sure she's in Canada. So there we go. Yeah, she is great. She's lots of fun. And I was sitting with my friend Alison Solvin. Some of you may know Alison. She's from Canada too. Angela is, I'm not sure where Angela is, but I know Alison is from Vancouver. and we went on last year in Norway we were supposed to go on a electric car tour, and we're all sitting around waiting, and then that was the day we couldn't get off the boat because the sea was too rough, so we all just sat and chatted for like 3 hours, which was lovely. So so Angela, I think, and Alison do quite a lot together, so there you go. Okay, all right, so let's have a little look at this Unbounded Beauty, and I think I'm going to do just a really simple, easy card with this. I'm wondering which colours to do. I'm feeling greens and things tonight, so I'm looking at this one and thinking that's really nice, or maybe I should, because we did greens for the first one, so maybe I will do maybe I'll go pink this time. Something different. Let's go something different. All right. And I've just got Pretty in Pink cardstock this week. Such a nice colour. It's a bit... Some of you may have seen Pretty in Pink. We have had this colour a long, long time ago, many years ago, and they've brought it back. So to give you an idea, this is Bubble Bath. You can see how different these are. Really different. Okay, so this is what I would call like it's more of a baby pink, whereas this is like bubblegum pink in my opinion, but they're calling it Bubble Bath, but there you go. Oh, does she live near where Virgin River is filmed? Isn't that beautiful, that area? It's just gorgeous. So these are really nice. And then the other new colour is called Petunia Pop, and that's a lot darker again. But these colours are beautiful. They really look good together. And these are the two new in colours, these two. So I'm going to use Pretty in Pink tonight. I think I've got, this one's not open. Have I got an open pack? I think I might. Oh, no. I've used it all up. So I'm just going to open this one. So let's get a sheet out of here. And I think I'll start with a card base or a card front in this size. And I have a big thing about using threes on my cards. I like, it's an easy kind of a card base or card front design for me. And I'm going to go... If you're doing this in inches, you go 3 inches across and then cut it into 3 1-inch panels, or 7.5 centimeters across and do 3 2.5 centimeter panels. So either way, it's about the same. And I've made it 13 centimeters long, and this is card front size here in Australia. I just realized I just did the wrong thing. Totally the wrong thing. All right, give me a second. What am I am seriously needing help tonight. I wanted to do what I just did, but with the DSP, but that was a practice run, right? Just ignore me. Right, so this piece I'm now going to do in those 3, in that measurement I just told you. So 7.5 centimeters wide, 13 centimeters long, which is what, 5 and probably 5 1/4 would be right for the US sizing, and then 2.5. We want 2.5 centimeters and 2.5 centimeters. You know, if I'm going to mess this up, then I'm probably going to be, you know, it's probably going to be end for the night for me. I'll just give up if I can't get this right. All right, so it doesn't really matter with this pattern. You can see here that the flowers go here, and then is it this way? No, it goes, this one goes here. All right, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I've made it so that my pattern is continuous, but it doesn't really matter with this paper, because you can't, no one's probably going to be looking that closely. But if they are, then you might like to make sure your pattern continues. Some patterns are really obvious, this one not so much. All right, so I'm going to be putting this 3 strips of the paper. You could put these on dimensionals and it would look really good, but I'm just going to glue mine straight down flat, just in the interest of time. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that we're the same amount of distance from the top as we are from the bottom. And however far we are here, from this side edge to here, we want to be the same on the other side. So I'm going to do the 2 side pieces, and then we'll add our middle piece in at the end. And that way we haven't got to worry about how far apart everything is, because it'll kind of fall into place. All right, let's see. I also had the pleasure of meeting a lovely demonstrator by the name of Tina Zink. Now, I think Tina is Canadian too. I'm pretty sure she is. I hope I'm not misspeaking there. But we had a lovely chat sitting down near the river and just catching up and talking about, you know, all sorts of Stamping Up kind of things. And it was just lovely to meet her. And then I happened to stumble across her swap card, which I was not lucky enough to receive, but I stumbled across the video where she showed how she made it. And I will have to do that with you guys some other time. I had a little play, just my first play of playing with the Under the Moon set. And I'll show you a quick glimpse of what I did following what she kind of did. This is just mucking around with my very, very first time using the Under the Moon set. So I'm going to come back and do a better job of that. But I just thought that was the most beautiful thing. I thought it was just lovely. And she did such a beautiful job of that. Did anyone else see that? She used all in colors, all the new colors. All right, just looking through to see if I've missed any other comments. You watch too many YouTube people. I don't think there's such a thing as too many, is there, Sheila? Really? I'm just looking through to see if I've missed any comments. It's a really nice card, Sheila and Anne, just gorgeous. And yeah, so the demonstrator, her name is Tina Zink, Z-I-N-C-K. And she does beautiful, beautiful things. And I love seeing what she did with that. That's very much a me style of card, something that I would like to create and come up with. So, yeah. All right. So let's see. What have we got now that we could play with? I'm thinking I'd love to use a vellum circle on this. That would be lovely. Were there many people from Europe and Mexico? Yes, Marilyn, there were quite a lot. Yes, Nicole got to see Tina do that card. There you go. Surname is Zink, Z-I-N-C-K. Look, I'm so lucky to get to know some of these wonderful, talented girls from all around the world. And I just admire many of them so much, as I know you guys do too. And it's so much fun meeting them in real life and finding out that they're, in most cases, just as nice as they are in their videos. And that's just lovely. Yeah, she's very good, Christine. She is. Yeah, there's I am very fortunate that I've gotten to know quite a few of the European girls, and one of my close girlfriends with Stampin' Up is Amanda Fowler, who's from the UK, and Amanda Fowler and her husband Brian, and Alison from Canada and her husband, and me and my husband, we all went on a tour to Chichen Itza together. So we got to spend a bit of time together this year, and yeah, Amanda's amazing. We do a tour nearly every single year together, so we try and always catch up. Rose, it's Zink, Z-I-N-C-K. Super nice. Yeah. And another, I'm also Sylvia Werner from Germany is just someone I love to catch up on all these trips as well. I've got a lot of people that I like to catch up with from all around the world. So it's Zink with a C-K, Z-I-N-C-K, I think. Unless I'm spelling it wrong, I'm pretty sure that's right. All right, so I'm just thinking about what I want to put on here. Now, we do, in the Unbounded Love, we have some really nice, really nice banners to use. And I'm just going to see if I can pull them out. Unbounded Love. So the Unbounded Love one has all these different banners. So let's have a little play with one of these. And I'm kind of fun. It's funny because I'm probably going to end up with a card that, you know, is a little bit like the sketch, except I've used 3 pieces. Now, how about this one? That would be nice. See how it's got this little leafy part on it. So I'm going to cut. I'm just going to use some white here, and I'm just going to cut, and we're going to have that little leafy part. So give me 1 second while I do that. I feel like I've done a lot of chit chat tonight, but I hope that it's been useful, and I hope that you've maybe learned something or at least had a nice time chatting. Right, so I'm just going to pull that out now. Oh, I just realized this piece comes out. Huh, that's interesting. So I just realized what I can do with this. So we have got the Pretty in Pink glimmer paper, and I've also got some of the Petunia Pop. So what would look better, this on here, the Petunia Pop, or the Pretty in Pink? The Pretty in Pink is probably softer and it's a little bit darker. I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'll use that. So let's go with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that piece out again, and we're going to use both. Has everyone seen how nice these shapes are? So you've got, you've got your oval with the scallop. You've got your different banners and pieces. This little banner here has dots. This one has a scalloped edge and some dots. Super nice. Such a nice set. And I haven't used it nearly enough yet. I can't wait to use it some more. All right, so I'm going to cut this out again, but I'm going to do it in the glitter paper this time. All right, so let's push this out. And we can individually pop out all these pieces, but I'm actually going to take out this whole center. So now I've got like this piece, and then I've also got this white piece. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I'm going to use my brush. Give me 1 second while I grab my sponge mat. Right here. Turn it to the back, and then you can just roll your little brush over it and it will help push out those pieces. Just makes it a little bit easier. You see the pieces coming out, but they haven't. Glitter paper tends to hold on to the little pieces a bit more so than normal paper does. So normal paper, it will pop out a lot easier, but glitter paper holds on to the pieces a bit more. But you can see they're coming out quite easily. I love the take your pick tool for this kind of stuff. It's very, very handy, very useful. All right, there we go. It's all out. Oh, got one more. 2 more. There we go. Let's get that. All right. So this is going to be kind of interesting because now, of course, once again, I should have used, what do you call that stuff? Adhesive sheets. That would make life easier, but I am going to grab myself a silicone mat just to add. I'll turn it over so the messy side doesn't show, because your adhesive does not stick to the silicone mat. And yes, we do sell these. This is kind of like a basic thing that I would say everyone should have in their collection. Silicone mats are fantastic because it means your glue doesn't stick, but they're also great for using their heat resistance. So you can use them with heat embossing, and they're very, very handy things, and it stops you making a giant mess. And see, that'll just come off later. All right, so let's have a look here. Let's go right about here. I'm going to pop that down. And then I've got this piece here in the white piece that I cut out first, and I'm actually going to pop that in here. Now, did I make this crooked? Yeah, I think I did. Let's me just, it's so thin, you've got to be a little bit careful because it's easy to get it wonky. All right, so I could put that up on dimensionals. In fact, I think I will, because I think that might be rather nice, but we're going to stamp on it first. So let's pop this down, and I'm going to use my darker color, I think. And let's look at the Unbounded Love set. So there's lots of nice greetings in here. This Just For You, I think, is super, super useful. There's a very nice with sympathy. May all your wishes come true. Have a blessed day. Celebrate. Hello, you are loved. Friend, there's so many nice things. You're a true blessing. Which one will we have? Would that be the technical term? Yes, Maria, it is. The technical term is wonky. Yes, I got to meet her husband as well, Judy. Oh, she's just lovely. And you know, when you meet someone, you go, I really love this person. They're such a kind person. I'm thinking celebrate might be good. What do you think? Pretty in Pink shimmer paper. Yep, that's the one we used, Anne. So good. I'm glad it met with your approval. I'm just deciding which one. There's so many greetings in here. It's almost hard to make up your mind. To you and yours. Oh, too many choices. Does anyone have any ideas? I'm waiting for someone to tell me what to use. You are loved. That's nice. Happy birthday. The happy birthday, I think, is too big. It's a beautiful happy birthday. Look at it, though. Or we could probably get away with it. It would just fit. All right, let's do that. Happy birthday is the kind of thing that everybody wants to add to their cards, but I just didn't think it would fit on this piece, but I think it will. So let's pop it here on C block. I'm going to go with my darker color, my Petunia Pop. And I'm going to stand up to do this so that I can make sure that it's going to fit. It's such a nice happy birthday. Like a scrolly, scripty kind of a thing. It just fits. It just fits. All right. It's going to go in here, in that spot. And I'm thinking I would like to put it on dimensionals. So let's give that a whirl. Oh, I was using paper that had something on the back. Just ignore that blue. And let's pop that so it fits right there in that little spot. Like so. Or did I get it right? Close enough. All right. Now, I think we want to use some of the matching gems for this. And I'm going to pull out. We've got some different choices. We have a few different choices. The ones I've been mostly using are these, like the shimmer gems that are in the in colors, and you can see all the colors. I have hardly, there's a new one. I've gone through several packs of these already. Another one that would look nice, these like these gems here, they would be nice too. Look at those. They're pearls, but they're all one size. They're not small and large. They're this. Are they meant to be? I don't know what color those are meant to be, but they look nice. So it's the shimmer gems, probably in the pretty in pink, because those would look really nice. And they are really, really pretty. See how lovely they are? I got a ton of these for this month's Craft Along. Craft Along is coming up, by the way, guys, at the end of the month. So it's still almost a couple of weeks away. But if you placed an order with me last month, you will be getting a supply pack to make the project with me. The pink card's your favorite one today. The top is still wonky. Yeah, I know. I know it's a little bit wonky, but now that it's stuck down, I probably can't move it. I'm just going to pretend it's not wonky, but you are right. It is. So should we go with the Petunia Pop or the Pretty in Pink? The pearls are too bulky. I agree. I think so too, Sheila. Oh, I do like them a lot, Nicole. You are correct. So I'm thinking, seeing as we've got the darker color for the ink, maybe we should go with the darker color for the Pretty in Pink. Is a beautiful pink. I agree. Petunia Pop, says Sheila. Yeah, I think so too. So I'm going to go, where will I go? I'm going to have one down here, and I'm going to have two smaller ones over the other side. So one here I'm not even going to worry about any ribbon or anything on this one, mainly because we've got these beautiful leaves, and they're all shimmery and beautiful. So I don't think we need to do anything else. And I think that should go on a piece of a white card base. Actually, that is not the right card base. Let me see if I can. Nope, that is plain basic white, and I actually want to use thick. So I'm going to go with thick, basic basic white. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to cut that in half. So I've got a sheet of A4. I'm cutting it at the 14.8, and it's tiny, tiny bit. So it's 14.8 and a bit. That's officially probably not the size, but that's what I do. And let's fold that with our bone folder, make it nice and flat. And then this piece here is going to go on the front. So I've made really simple cards tonight, and it's taken me a long time to make 2 really simple cards because I've been so busy chit-chatting, and I hope that's okay. I hope you guys all enjoy the chit-chat, because that's what you get. I know occasionally someone pops in here and says that I talk too much, but hey. Oh dear. Who else talks too much on their report cards when they were kids? I know I did. All right, so there we go. 2 cards tonight. What do you think, guys? We have 2, this one and this one. Totally different, both really simple. And I use the Unbounded Love words, which I think is a great set. Super good, having lots and lots of nice words. And then I've got some gems here. And there we go. You enjoy the chit-chat, Joan. I'm so glad, because that's what we get, right? That's what I've got for you is chit-chat. You like the pink one, Suzanne? Well, I hope so, Rose. That is partly, you know, when there's a lot of chit-chat, I hope that you are learning things. You like the pink one, Katrina? Yeah, that turned out really nice, didn't it? Very simple, but it's nice because we have such beautiful products. Like the paper is so beautiful, the dies are so nice, the words are lovely. You know, it just makes it easy to create when you've got nice products to work with. I think it makes a world of difference. Yeah, I think I don't talk as much. I talk probably more on these videos than I do any other time, although my friend Susan in Minnesota would probably disagree, because we can talk all day about almost nothing. I'm glad it makes you happy, Chris. That's awesome. Yeah, where is Cherie tonight? And Jody. Cherie and Jody must be off somewhere together, because I haven't seen either of them tonight. Or did I miss Jody? Maybe they're hiding and just not chit-chatting. But usually they would be chit-chatting if they were here. At least Jody would be telling me I needed to add bling or something like that. So I'm so glad that you still kept chatting while I was away. That was the purpose. That was one of the main reasons why I kept them going. I didn't want to take that away from you. I wanted you to be able to still talk to each other. You have to go now, Trish? Yeah, me too. I have to go as well. So it is Friday night, and then I will be back again on Sunday night with something different. I'm glad they don't look too simple. They are both simple cards, super simple cards, but they turned out really nice. I'm glad. All right, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Whatever you may do, you know, get crafty, do something nice for yourself. I've got a date with a book, and I also plan on maybe binge watching a little bit of TV. So with hubby, because that's what he likes to do on the weekends when he's home from work. Alrighty, guys, have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you on Sunday night. See you soon. Bye.